at all times. Driver, you are clear.
Everybody ready for their 2-week safari?
Yeah.
And as we like to say in Harambe, twin day, let's go. Jumbo, everyone, my name is Misha and I will be your game driver on today's photo safari through the Harambe Reserve, which was established in 1971 to help protect the local wildlife. We do have an airborne warden who patrols all 800 square miles of the reserve. We're required to check in with them before we enter. Symbol 1 to airborne warden, over.
Zimbabwe, it is Warden Wilson Mutua, over.
Symbol 1 entering Little Ituri Forest, over.
Kilimanjaro, Zimbabwe. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
To the left, an excellent view of the bongo, which is known to be the ghost of the forest, as they do like to hang out in that forest underbrush. And to the right, an okapi, markings on its hind legs, similar to that of a zebra. It is actually the only known relative of the giraffe. To the left by this watering hole, very close to the watering hole's edge, some yellow-billed stork. They like to eat fish, amphibians, and other small birds. To the left and right, very close to the vehicle today, some greater kudu. Now the greater kudu is Africa's second largest antelope, one very close to our vehicle today. Very close. He's just checking us out. 5,000. Off to the left, some pink-backed pelicans. Those guys work some teeth to herd small fish up into shallow waters where they then will feast upon them. Those guys grow to be between 18 and 20 feet in length and are capable of crushing the bones of their prey with 1,200. Wilson, we'll head over that way in just a little bit. Over. Right now we're getting ready to approach the Serengeti grasslands, which is home to completely different animals with a completely different ecosystem. Speaking of different, off to the right you will see a baobab tree. Baobab trees goes leafless 9 months out of the year. This is my favorite view of the entire reserve. The savanna is home to millions of migrating animals each and every year. It's also home to some of our more famous animals such as lion and elephant. This is part of the wild Africa. We're all working very articulated giraffe. A couple of adults out there. Oh my goodness, folks, a baby giraffe all stands between 18 and 20 feet tall and is the tallest animal in all of the Harambe Reserve. The species of giraffe off to the left there is the reticulated giraffe. Reticulated comes from the Latin word reticulata. Now we're going to take it slow right along this area.
Zimbabwe, this is Wilson. What is your location? Over.
We're heading into Monkey Point. Over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the reserve.
Will do, Wilson. Yeah, sadly, folks, even on reserves like this one, animals are not completely safe from poachers. We've stopped at a point where you can still see some of those Thompson gazelles off to the right there. They're very small. People often mistake them as babies. Those are full-grown adults out that way. As we cross this curve a little bit more, so we're going to get able to see them a little bit better. We were at a complete stop because up ahead some white rhino were holding up the show. We do stop for all animals that cross in front of the vehicles. Behind these rocks. Now the mandrill monkey is the most colorful monkey in all of Africa, as well as the largest. And do keep your eyes peeled. You never know when you're going to see another animal hidden in these bushes. And in that clearing, an adult elephant. Guys, it looks like we're going to cross a bridge here that is in need of at least a couple repairs. Let's all cross our fingers and hope together that we make it across safe and sound. Everybody crossing those fingers? All right, good. We're going to take this pule pule, which is Swahili for very slowly. So far, so good. Oh my goodness, boys are crossing their fingers in the back. All right. Okay, just barely we made it across. Sir, with the video camera, you did not. My goodness, folks. Off to the left, some adult African elephants. Both male and female of this species have Harambe Reserve are studying how they communicate with one another to better help them against poachers. And you can quite clearly see them off to the left. Straight ahead to the right, a really good view of a Patterson's. Also, a good view of those Thompson gazelles off to the right. Now, those elephants that we saw today were eating. Elephants will eat 350 pounds of food a day. Wow, that's like... More baobab trees off to the left there. Have taken residence. That is the greater flamingo that we're seeing today. The greater flamingo is the palest shade of pink of all flamingo species. They get their coloring from the brine shrimp that they eat, which has carotene and turns its feathers pink. There are also some babies on the island. Those are those brown guys. They haven't turned pink yet simply because they haven't eaten enough brine shrimp. There's some white rhino off to the left. White rhino are Africa's greatest success story in that they were once poached. I notice they aren't actually white. They get their name from the Afrikaans word wit, meaning white. Wide.
I see you at the junction.
Thanks for the tip, Wilson. We'll head that way right now. Over. View right now of a lion hanging out by this tree behind it, by that rock. He's just lying down there. Might get a very good view of him just as we turn the bend there, very well concealed. As well as right now as we pass through some of these shorter grass with its snout. Crawls into them at night, facing tusks outward to form a natural defense against predators.
There are poachers in the area. Can you help us cut them off?
What do you say, guys? Are we going to hunt down some poachers today and help Wilson out?
Yeah.
Awesome. We're on our way, Wilson. Everybody hold on tight. Wave goodbye to those ostrich to the right there. It may be a bumpy ride. Wilson, those poachers seem to have smashed through the gate. Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going and you drive them to my patrol. Over.
Will do, Wilson. Over. Everybody get down. We seem to be approaching that poacher camp, but I'm not spotting any poachers. Over.
Oh, not to worry. You drop them right into my patrol.
Yes.
The poachers ran, but they won't get far. We located the mother elephant. Thanks to you, they are now all safe. Asante Sana, everyone.
Asante Sana, Wilson.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to its mother.
All right, folks, did you hear that? We helped Wilson out today, catching a poacher and getting that baby elephant back to its mother. Great job. Unfortunately, that little detour is going to cut our safari just a little bit short of that 2-week time frame, but I will drop you off at the nearest warden's post, where it's just a short walk to the Harambe village from there. If you all are looking to see more animals today, I would highly recommend checking out the Pangani Forest, where there's lots of opportunities to do just that. Now here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. We feel it's just a little bit too sad. Instead, we like to use the word kwaherini, which is Swahili for go well. So kwaherini, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out on a safari with me today. Please do come back